Good morning. As the Duke CFAR Clinical Core Coordinator, I also am the liaison to the Duke AIDS Research Treatment Community Advisory Board. Sorry, I get nervous up here, so I'll try and relax a little bit. I'll call it the DART cab. The DART cab is made up of community members living with or affected by HIV. The cab serves many purposes. It provides feedback on study design from a community perspective. The cab receives updates and results on studies conducted both here at Duke and from outside of Duke, and educates others in the community. Finally, the DART cab serves HIV clinical research throughout Duke, including the CFAR grant, and provides consumer input for the Ryan White Clinical Care Grant. The Duke CFAR sends one of our CAB members up to the National CFAR CAB Coalition and has supported that person for the last number of years, and we're very grateful for that. So I'll give you a little bit of what we're doing. A lot of what we've been doing the last few years is education. Our focus, pretty much whatever the membership wants us to find speakers to speak on. And so in the last year, we've had a number of outstanding speakers. In last December, we had our DART Cab Forum. We had Dr. Elizabeth Livingston speak on HIV, women, HIV, and aging. Dr. Lance Okeke on men's treatments, men's health, and the Reprieve study. We also had Ms. Allison Rice speak on the Affordable Care Act and legal planning for the future, and Ms. Karen McGee spoke on pre-exposure prophylaxis, or PrEP. We've also had Dr. Courtney Keola shared results from her study, Social Determinants of Health for African American Mothers Living with HIV. And the interesting thing with that was she had come to us early on in the process and had talked to the members of the CAB about her prospective study. And she got a lot of feedback, which was very valuable to her. So that's one of the roles that we really try to fulfill at the CAB. So if you have research, you might want to, with subjects, obviously, you might want to come by and let us know, and we'd be glad to have you talk. We've also been doing a lot of planning this year. The CAB originally started out in a very different way. It was very formal, and now we've become much more informal. So we're kind of trying to find out where we want to go. A couple things that we've done recently, actually this last Monday night, is we had another CAB forum, and we had Dr. Cameron Wolf speak on HIV and organ transplantation. We had Ms. Karen McGee come back and give us an update on PrEP. We had Keith McAdam, who is a licensed clinical social worker and a licensed clinical addiction specialist, speak about substance abuse and mental health issues for people living with HIV. And we also had a time where we reflected on the life of the Reverend Dagny Jochum, who recently passed away, and she had been very instrumental with the CAB and with the community over the years. And not to forget, in June, we also had a celebration of Trish Bartlett, who also contributed many, many years and many, many hours and lots of time to the CAB, and she finally decided it was time to retire. I'll just give you a little quick plug. We have meetings every other month on the third Monday of the month in Trent Hall. from 5:45 to 7. We do have dinner provided. And our next START CAB meeting is on November 21st, and will feature Dr. Lance Okeke and Miss Allison Rice. And like I said before, if you're interested in coming to talk to us about your project or about a project you've already finished, we'd love to have you. Just contact me or Julia Geiner.